Okay, so I know you've been a capstone judge for the Capstone the Business Plan, and you've also been an advisor to a number of startup companies and potential startup companies, as well as been an industry analyst. So you help investors make decisions about where to invest. So what are investors looking for in a business plan pitch?
You can never be quite sure, but I think there's three basic things that the investor are looking for. The first thing, they're looking for the individuals. Who is the team? If it's if it's one person or if it's a group, you. How excited are you about this? How committed are you about this? Starting up a company from scratch is hard work, and they're making sure that before they invest their money, that you have the energy, the legs to make this thing happen. So I think you is the first thing, your energy, your commitment to the role. The second thing is desire. There's no point in building as a brand new company, an extra widget that nobody cares about the original widget, or finding a space in the market that exists because no one cares. So that desire, you need to find something in the market. You need to be able to transfer that desire into your investor pitch and into your investors. You can do that with data and support it with facts and information, but also they need to get it from you that there's generally an emotional story can help with that as well, where it's just, here is the reason why I learned that this was needed. And that will hopefully transfer to them. They'll go, I can see that need now. And then you've sort of captured them on the desire front. And then the third one is really math. From their point of view, it's an investment. They want to understand what the ask is. What are you asking them for? Is it just money? Is it money and support? Is it contacts? Is it all of the above? So what's the ask and what's the return? Why should somebody invest this money in your idea and in you? I mean, really, it's in you. Why should they put that money in place? What's the return for them going to be? And it might be, it might not immediately be profit, as we've seen with a number of companies out there, but in that case, then it's customers. And it's just like you're going to take over a marketplace and redefine it. And then you'll make money later on, as we've seen with companies like Amazon, with Netflix. These companies built a desire that was very clear and turned that into customers, and now are turning that into unbelievable profit. Or it might be just straight profit. It might just be you found that piece of the market and you realize it's not being addressed, and here's how their investment is going to pay off really quickly for them, and better than what they could get in a bank. So I think those three things of you, the desire, and then the math. The math is the homework.
That's really interesting, especially when I think many people would believe that it's about the idea. Hey, we found the unmet need. Nobody's done this yet. This is Uber for dog food or something like that. But I thought it was interesting that you led with it's about the people, right? Because I guess ultimately they're investing in people, the people that are going to have to execute on this thing. So I found that interesting. And so really it's not necessarily that they have the most beautiful slides. It's more about how they feel about the people. Do they trust the people that are pitching? Do they trust that they can actually do this, that they understand it and that they can execute, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the beautiful slide, a great recent example, Steve Wozniak, who was the co-founder of Apple, got involved with a company called Primary Data. And when Primary Data was doing their first pitches for funding, Steve would show up as well. And in one case, he showed up dressed in a gorilla suit to just, he was trying to get people to laugh. He thought maybe humor would help. That company just folded recently. So there's, that aspect of getting the perfect slide or the perfect, there's really just that homework of like, are you the person who's going to turn this into a reality? Are you prepared to sweat it away for a year, for 10 years, if that's what it takes? And then, it's math and it's that desire. Have you found a spot in the market? And getting you and math right will often get people past desire. They'll give it a shot as an investment because they want to see, they're like, okay, let's see if this will fly, and they'll get you to a certain point.
Really interesting. Okay, well, that's a great take, I think, on what it takes to be successful in a pitch by understanding what investors are really looking for in a pitch. So
please, no gorilla suits.
And no gorilla suits.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, and we look forward to talking to you next time.